Perhaps the most mysterious and jaw-dropping structures on our planet are pyramids. Structures constructed with stone and having a rectangular base and four sloping triangular sides meeting at an apex have inspired many scientists and visitors for centuries. When we think of pyramids, we think probably about Egyptian or perhaps Mexican pyramids. Yet, are pyramids confined to just those two countries and two continents? No, not at all. Pyramids have been found and are located on every continent and many countries of our planet. Egypt and Mexico may have gotten the most publicity, but pyramids exist in Africa, Asia, South America, North America, and even Europe. Recent discovery made by Dr. Samir Osmanagic back in 2005, pyramids exist in Bosnia, a small European country with long and very interesting history. Have you heard of Chinese pyramids? There are about 40 known pyramids in China, but satellite images suggest there are way more than that. Pyramids have been found actually all over Asian continent, in Thailand, Burma, Indonesia, Japan, Cambodia, and even Iran. On two American continents, pyramids have been found in Mexico, United States, Guatemala, Honduras, Peru, Ecuador, and Bolivia. The existence of pyramids are many times kept secret by governments and even archaeologists, as its existence would disobey the common narrative. But the biggest mystery of pyramids is who has built them and why. It is believed that some 3,000 years ago, slaves carved out 10,000-ton stone blocks and transported them hundreds of kilometers to the building sites. But is this just a common narrated theory, or were the pyramids really built by thousands of slaves? Perhaps the slaves did help build the Egyptian and all other pyramids on this world. Perhaps the stone blocks were transported for thousands of miles to the building locations, but there are so many flaws in this theory. How could people with copper chisels and hammer carve out such enormous stone blocks? If so, where are the millions of copper chisels or at least copper chips around the pyramids or at stone quarries? There are none. How could people with wooden cranes lift stone blocks of 10 or 50 tons? If ramps were built to elevate the stone blocks, the ramps would be way bigger construction marvel than pyramids itself. Where are the remains of removed ramps? Historians, archaeologists, and science to this day did not answer those questions. Building technique is just the beginning. Pyramids are extremely precise. For example, the Great Pyramid of Cheops is only 3.4 arc minutes from true north at its square base. That is approximately 1 millimeter per meter of precision. Despite the sides being over 700 feet long, they were so exact that the difference between them was less than 2 inches. It's actually surprising to see how perfectly aligned all three of the largest Egyptian pyramids, two at Giza and one at Dashur, for a time when drones, lasers, and computers weren't even a thing. 2.3 million individual stone blocks were carved out, elevated, and placed with micrometer precision to have a perfect tip to the perfect center. Even with our modern technology, building this structure would be unimaginable. Historians and archaeologists tell us that pyramids in Central and South America were built mainly for rituals such as decapitating slaves and opponents, sacrificing people to please gods. History books tell us that Egyptian pyramids were built as tombs for kings and pharaohs. But was that so? Were pyramids built for decades, using millions of slaves, millions of stone blocks to bury one single dead body? Were pyramids in Latin America built for sacrificial ceremonies, or were pyramids built for other purposes? Facts discovered many years ago, as well as in recent months, indicate that pyramids were built for other purposes, not for being tombs and not for sacrificial ceremonies. Not even one single mummy was ever found in or under the pyramid. Sacrifices were perhaps performed, but that was not why the pyramids were built. Terrain for pyramids was carefully chosen. All pyramids were built on ley lines and energy-potent places. Underground tunnels with waterways are found wherever pyramids stand. Coincidence? Not at all. In the late 1800s, Wilhelm Siemens made to the flat, settled summit of the Great Pyramid. One of his guides said that, upon reaching the summit, he heard a high-pitched ringing sound as he lifted his palm with his fingers wide. Siemens lifted his fingertip and felt something prickle from the tip all the way through his hand. He went on to conduct more experiments, but he was banned from the plateau and accused of witchcraft. Climbing on most of world pyramids is forbidden for visitors these days. Recent measurements on top of pyramids using modern technology proves existence of combined and strong energy levels. Goran Marjanovic, scientist from Belgrade, Serbia, conducted magnetotelluric and electrodynamics research on top of Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun using modern frequency meters and drones. What he discovered was shocking. He discovered existence of scalar, or better known as Tesla waves. Measurement analysis of 3D energy field structure in this research mission indicates a quite unconventional distribution of energy density of the electric fields, which exhibit multilayered ellipsoidal energy phenomena characteristic of torsion fields. Climbing the Bosnian pyramids is still allowed as excavations still continue. Every visitor can view wormholes and vortex field with naked eye by sprinkling dust over it. Even tunnel network under the Pyramid of the Sun can be visited. Live excavations, visiting tunnel networks, climbing the pyramid, and using healing frequencies can be done at this location. But this energy is not only restricted to Bosnian pyramids. This energy exists and is created in and on every pyramid all over the world. If we take in account that pyramids were built on energy-potent ground, with existence of underground water-flowing networks, and with facts that pyramidal shape combines and stores energy, one can come to conclusion that pyramids are some sort of energy machines. What we don't know yet is, what is that energy created for? Healing, communication, travel, or what else? Would it make more sense that pyramids were built for more important things than beheading people or burying dead bodies? Perhaps the pyramids were built to extend or to create life instead of celebrating the death. We may not have all the answers, but what we have is the will to know more, rather than accepting old theories. We can all strive for knowledge and the truth. Pyramids are wonders of our world. Whoever has built them, they had the knowledge, the vision, the precision and finances to create buildings we can't even decipher to this modern day of age. Pyramids were built way before our times, and they will stay long after us to intrigue new generations. Perhaps, one day, the entire truth will be known, and the pyramid potentials will be used to full extension.